We mentioned that we're going to obviously bring up that test match in Australia in a little bit, but you just mentioned there that obviously your debut being the most, like, one of the most memorable things. Would you say that was at the top of your kind of hierarchy of cricketing memories?
I have three, so that's definitely one of them. I'll probably put that at number three. My Test 100 against England would be at number two, and beating Australia in the GABBA for the first time in over 20-something years, I think that has to be at number one. What we did was special, and for us especially, it was something that we believed we could do it, but I don't think anybody believed we can do it. So for us, it was to prove people wrong, and there were a few people saying that we're a weakened team, we're a waste of time, I can't remember what they said, but we used that as motivation to just kind of just beat Australia. Like, who could say they beat Australia? Many people have played Test cricket and can't say they did it. So I'm proud to say that I can, when I have my kids and grandkids, I can say I beat Australia with West Indies. So yeah, that's definitely number one.
Should we keep talking about that now? Seems like a good place just to kind of stay, doesn't it? I rewatched the kind of the 9-minute highlights from Cricket Australia before this podcast, just to kind of get a bit more of a reminder, because it was, I think it'd be fair to say it would be probably amongst the top 3 Test matches of the modern era. I think would be fair to say of world cricket. And I think it was Ian Smith on comms after when Shamar Joseph took that final wicket and kind of mentioned those points and just said, inexperienced, young, written off, and all these words. And clearly you guys kind of copped a lot of flack in the build up to that series and during that series. So yeah, to beat Australia there and all that emotion comes out, and then to kind of, I guess, kind of stick 2 fingers up to all of these kind of Aussie journalists that have been kind of writing you guys off for the entire tour and the build up to it. It just must have made it extra sweet.
Oh, definitely. Just like we halfway through after the first test, one of our coaches sent a news report that I can't remember his name, that he said, to be honest, I don't know, I can't remember what he said, but it wasn't very nice things. There was 2 things he said that really drove us to. And he said these kind of teams should never come back to their shores and those kind of things. So for us, it was really motivating, and some of the boys took it personally. And you can see from our skipper at the end in the press conference, he definitely let them know that we heard, and he put his guns up and said, "Are we strong enough for you?" So it was really, really good to see, and to beat them. Words. I tried to get the words still, but it's amazing.
What point during that game did you think you'd won it, or did you not until Hazelwood's off dolly went rocking back?
Yeah, I never thought we won it until Hazelwood got his off peg knocked out the ground. Steve Smith got down on one knee and rammed Alzari Joseph over my head for 6, and I said, "Boy, we're this close. Can you please give it to us, please?" And I was praying, I was begging, if I could have gone down on my knees and prayed, I would have. So yeah, for that, I never thought we won it. I don't think anybody did, but we had the belief that we could win it, which stuck with us until the end.
And Shamar Joseph, Joe, as well, like on one leg as well, wasn't he at that point? Didn't he have a broken toe?
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was broken. It was just he got a really hard lick. So he got a few injections, and he was just running off of adrenaline.
Oh, I bet he's glad he got those injections and played such a massive part, as well as yourself, obviously, scoring 79, I think, wasn't it, in the game. So that must have been good to feel as though you'd contributed, as well as obviously Shamar's 7-fer. How did you like celebrate afterwards? I imagine it was pretty messy in Brisbane, was it?
That is for sure.
That's classified.
I told Craig, I'm getting drunk tonight. I was off of drinking for a little while. I gave myself a little break. I don't think I drank for that whole tour up until then. So I was waiting for a special moment to break the fast and get some drinks in, and definitely for sure that was a great night, and it was very messy.